This is the 10th bracelet and video in the Friendship Bracelet series, and I'm going to be showing you the Criss Cross Friendship Bracelet. So what you're going to need is your strings organized like the chevron. Alright, now this is sort of like the bordered chevron meets the chevron, and so I'll show you why. Alright, you're going to have two border strings, and they need to be double the length of your normal string. And I'll show you what I mean by that. This is a normal string, and it ends. Compared to the long bordered string. The green just ended, and the black keeps going and going and going. That's what you need to do first. Then, after that, we can start with the bracelet. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to do basically a normal chevron row, except do not tie them in the middle. And I'll show you why after. Then the other side. I'm not going to touch these strings, like I said, so to make that even easier for us, we're going to throw them forward. So just throw them forward. I threw it over my fish tank. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to ignore a side, and I choose to ignore this side, so I'll just throw them over. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to take this lost string and go over these three strings and stop. Alright, now I'm going to take this string, throw it forward. Then I'm going to take this string over here, and I'm going to go over these two strings and stop. I'm going to take this string, throw it forward, and now I'm going to take this string and go over this last string. Okay, the string that you use, throw it forward, and then you only have one string left, and I'll just drop it on the side. Now I'm going to reorganize this side. Alright. Now I'm going to take this string and go over these three strings. I'm going to throw this over. Then I'm going to take this blue string and go over these two strings. Now I'm going to throw this over. Now I'm going to take this purple string and go over the last string. And throw that over. I will reorganize the strings. And you should notice that the colors are opposite of the way they were in the beginning. In the beginning, the green and black were on the outside. And now, they should be in the center. Okie dokie. Now you can knot these two strings, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this black and go over all these strings, but this might confuse you, so pay attention. We're not going to do a backwards forward, we're going to do a forwards backwards. So, that's the 4, and we're going to do the 4 knot over these 4 strings. Okay, then we're going to take the black and throw it back here and ignore it. Now, we'll go over to the other side. And we'll take the black and go over all of these 4 strings with a backwards 4 knot. Alright, now I'll leave this in the front. I'm going to take these 2 green strings and I'm going to knot them together. is I'll take this green string here and go over these 3 strings with the 4 knot. Alright, now I'll take this green and throw it back there. Then I'll come back over here, I'll take this green, and I'm going to go over these 3 strings backwards with the backwards forwards knot. Then I'll throw that back there. Now we'll take these 2 blue strings and I will knot them together. Now I'll take the string and go over these 2 strings with a forwards knot. Then I'll throw this behind me. Now I'll take this one and do a backwards 4 knot over these 2 strings. And throw that back there. Now I'll take these 2 purple strings and tie them together. And now I take this one and go over this one only. Now I'll throw this back there. Now I'll take this one and do a backwards forwards knot over this one. Now I'll take this and throw that back there. Now we have the last 2 strings. We'll tie them together. And that's it for this bracelet. Just do that over and over again, and I'll show you what mine or yours should look like. After you do that a couple more times, it'll come out looking like this. Cool, right? Yep. It also looks like a peacock feather type thing, but the name given to it so far is the Criss Cross. So yeah, that was the Criss Cross.